Let me just preface this video by saying too much of a good thing is never a good thing. Good morning, I'm Steven, and today we're in my bedroom, which is a little weird because I usually don't do this, but we're aboard day 4 for the Disney Wonder, and I'm going to be talking about this in the present tense. Usually we do the vlogs and we try to keep them daily, but this vlog is a little bit different because while I was editing it, I felt like it lacked. And the reason why it lacked is because we've almost done everything that we did in this video in a previous video. It got me thinking, maybe it's time to take a break from Disney Cruise Line. We've done 3 Disney cruises in 6 months, and I must say they were all fantastic experiences. But I honestly cannot individualize each of those experiences. They all felt exactly the same. I know it's not just me, because in this vlog, Jalen opened it up because I was asleep, like always, and she said the Disney Fantasy. It's not the Disney Fantasy, it's the Disney Wonder, but almost as if it was the same thing, because it kind of is the same thing.
Good morning, my name's Jalen, and we are here for another wonderful day on the Disney Fantasy. Steven is currently still sleeping, so we decided to come and try our luck at bingo. Let's go.
Bingo's going! Why? Bingo's going! Why? Where's the bingo? It is us.
Alrighty, we just finished up with bingo. That was so much fun. It was so tense. Now we are off to go drag Steven out of bed.
After Jalen finished up with bingo, she decided to wake me up because it was already almost noon. She knew I was tired, so that's why she let me sleep a little bit longer. When you're on a Disney cruise, you almost feel like you have to get up, you have to go do everything and spend every second and squeeze everything out of that cruise. To me, a vacation is a lot more about relaxation. I know that with these vlogs, it's a little bit different. I try to share more adventurous things and try to stay in the cabin and sleep. Give me a moment today. It's gonna take me a little bit to warm up and get into the flow of things. You'll see it real soon.
We got Steven, and we're gonna go get something to eat because we are so hungry. We're heading up to Cabanas, just kind of see what they have. Both skipped breakfast today on accident, so we are going to eat a wonderful lunch. Yay! I don't know what to do. We're gonna eat a wonderful lunch.
Found Ralph and Auntie Shirley, who for lunch is having dessert.
Dessert. That's what cruising is all about.
And the pizza. We got pizza here in Cabanas. It looks like it's the same exact pizza that they do at Pinocchio's that we got yesterday. I don't know, I have all my days turned around, so I think it was yesterday. But it looks amazing. It's really good. I love pizza. Alrighty, we just finished up with our lunch in Cabanas. The ship's a little wobbly, so we're trying not to fall. And now we are running off to Azure to go do napkin folding. We are so excited. This is something that we had been wanting to do on the other cruises, but they didn't offer. So when we saw it on the itinerary, we knew we could not miss it. If we missed the trivia, okay, whatever. I'm sad, but it's not the end of the world. We missed napkin folding, it's the end of the world, so we gotta go do it.
Yeah, my energy still isn't the greatest. That's why I'm kind of just holding the camera, smiling, staring off in the distance, and doing literally anything but talking to the camera like I am right now. So this is me in the present making up for my mistakes in the past. I apologize for it. I will say though, napkin folding is pretty awesome. Now, I don't actually have any napkins to demonstrate and prove to you that I can still remember how to fold napkins, so you're just gonna have to take my word, because I promise you that I do remember every single thing that they taught me.
And then if you roll the top down like a collar.
See, the problem is when it's not
Even.
flush. I told
it's
you.
not
It's
seasoned.
cut wrong.
Something like this.
Got wrong.
Look at that. Perfect.
Really?
Thank you. Look at mine. Look what I did.
It's not over yet.
We just got out of a napkin folding class. It was so much fun. We learned how to do 3 different kinds of napkins, and we got the sheet showing us how to do those, as well as 3 others that we didn't get to do. So that way we can fold our own napkin at home, on the ship, wherever we would like. I'm so doing it at dinner tonight. Got a little turned around at some points, got a little confused, but in the end we were able to fold all of them. My favorite was Peter Pan's boot. I think that one was really cool. So now we went and got our photos done at Tiana's place. They were doing a magic shot. I'm so excited to see. And now we have about 45 minutes to kill. Nothing's really going on. So we're just gonna play like a board game or something with Ralph and Shirley. And then Disney Toons Trivia is in, I believe, 45 minutes, and we will be there for that.
I don't know what it is about trivia and cruise lines, but I feel on every cruise line, not just Disney. So when people ask me what do I do on a Disney cruise, I really hate to tell them that we go around and play trivia. I know that we're weird and that we love Disney trivia because we're huge crazy fans that probably know a little too much about Disney. So I get that it's not everyone's cup of tea, but really, we play so much trivia and we never win. You would think that because we play so much that we would be better at it. We're not. We've always lost trivia. This cruise is no exception. We're still waiting 3 cruises later to finally win a Mickey medallion, which is what you get when you win at trivia. Of course, you wouldn't know that because we don't actually win in the vlogs for you to know that. Don't get me wrong, the crew members make it fun, it's great, but honestly, if you're going on a Disney cruise, I don't recommend that you do as much trivia as we do. I think you should find one trivia that you think you would really enjoy. Maybe you really like Marvel, or maybe you really like Star Wars, or maybe you really like Pixar, and pick one of those trivias and go with that. But I wouldn't recommend trying to hit them all. This isn't Pokemon. And I think we need to change that going forward on future cruises because it's just way too much trivia. We just got out of Disney music trivia, Disney Toons trivia, and we did pretty okay. We got like 35 out of 44. It's okay. Better luck next time. So what did we do next? You guessed it, bingo was his name-o. The thing about bingo is that I feel like it's on every cruise line that I've been on, at least the mainstream ones. Disney Cruise Line isn't exactly special when it comes to bingo, which makes me kind of wonder why should we be paying more for something that we can get on any other cruise line. The argument could be made that Disney just simply does it better than every other cruise line, and I could never disagree with any of that because 1, it's subjective, and 2, I would probably agree with you. I have seen what Disney does versus what others do, and they tend to be a step above. But the question that I have for you is that price hike worth that step above? It comes into even more question when you have to pay for this activity. I think bingo is fun. You do win money, but not everyone is going to win in this activity. In fact, if you do the math and how much we've paid for bingo and how much we've gotten back from playing bingo, I think the math falls a little short somewhere. And again, if you don't play, you don't win, so maybe we should keep playing. Does that mean we have a gambling addiction? All right, tell them how we lost all our money.
Oh boy. Okay, so this is the final bingo round, and there's lots of different options. We chose the $70 option, so we got 72 boards on this, plus the 3 bonus, and I'm a little nervous, but that's okay. At least we didn't accidentally buy too many boards like Dory. They accidentally bought an extra $70 pack.
And then to add on, we convinced those two to also donate more money, so that way if we win, we get more money out of it. That way the pot's bigger.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Also, by some chance, Auntie Shirley's never played bingo before. Ralph decided to go all out and get her the family mega pack, so that's why they have 2 pads and 2 paper sheets. Hopefully they win.
It's all said and done. We lost. The winner actually won $2,547, which is insane. Almost our cruise right there, but you know, not everyone can win that, so at least someone did win.
After we lost at bingo, we decided to go on and take some photos. So just like all the other activities, I want to mention photography is on every other cruise line, just like Disney. However, I do want to note the photographers on board Disney are way better than what I've seen from the photographers on other cruise lines. And it's not to say that they're better photographers, I think they're just better personalities. They do it really, really well. And we've never had a bad photographer. In fact, they are some of the highlights of our days. We look forward to going to do photography photography with them every single day. Now, if you watch every other Disney cruise that we have done, you'll know that we always do photography in the evening. Same thing over and over and over and over again. So much so that actually the photos are kind of starting to get a little stale because we've done almost all the backdrops, all the same poses. It's making me wonder for the next time we go aboard a Disney cruise, should we do the photography package? Because it ended up being, I think, $250 for the entire sailing to get all the photos included, whatever was taken by the photographer. We got to download digitally. I think it was worth it, but going forward, I don't know if that's something we're gonna do again. It's an extra expense. Should we keep doing that? I'm not sure. Everything that we do aboard a Disney cruise at sea is something that we should probably be scaling back or even eliminating altogether, which really makes me worried for the next Disney cruise that we decide to do. I think there's a really good argument for not going on a Disney cruise, especially when it comes to price. But on the flip side, Disney does have some things that no other cruise line has, and one of those things certainly is going to be characters. The character interactions are some of our favorites. Seeing the characters, getting to interact with them, there's nothing else like it.
How you guys doing? How are you? Awesome. I love your dress. So cute. Give me a twirl. Ooh, love it. Work it, girl. I just met Minnie Mouse. You want the show? Hi, Chip. Hi, Dale. How are you guys? Are you being good or are you getting into stuff you're not supposed to? You're being good. Ah!
Dale, you look a little suspicious right now.
You do look a little suspicious, Dale. What were you into? Well, let's do better next time, okay? Alrighty. How are you? Awesome. You look so good today.
You with Agus?
Yes.
Big troublemaker.
Yeah, we can tell. Hey, I know how to make these. Anyways, all right, so we were just in the atrium taking photos with some beautiful backdrops and our favorite characters. They even had some new poses for us. So one of the backdrops, they had like a stool where we got to like sit and then a box to stand on behind. Amazing. And then they also had one where we were laying on the floor and sitting on the floor. And it's so cute, so different. We always do the same poses over and over again. All three of our cruises, it's all been like the same backdrop, same poses. So this was an amazing way to switch it up for us. So now we are in Triton's for dinner and I am so excited. Uncle Ralph and Aunt Shirley are actually doing Hollow tonight, so it's just me and Steven. But that doesn't mean that we're gonna have any less fun. So we're excited.
The more I look back at this day, the more and more I realize that everything is just the same. And I think dinner is no exception. I think the argument for Disney Cruise Line is that it's a once in a lifetime experience. Anything past that once in a lifetime experience can start to get old really quickly, especially when you start to look at dinner. To give a quick background on dinner, there's 3 restaurants aboard each ship on the Disney Cruise Line and you rotate between all of them, which at a first glance seems like a really great idea because it gives you an opportunity to get 3 different environments and 3 completely different menus with different themes and styles. The only issue I have with that is that it's the same thing every single time. For some of you, that's a great thing. For me, it's actually a pretty good thing. However, if you think about it, it might not be a good thing if you don't like a specific menu. Now, of course, the simple answer is to just change the menu item that you pick, but what if that's the only menu item that you think is good? Sometimes you can look at a menu and everything on that menu just doesn't sound good. And I feel like this is the perfect example for Triton's. Don't get me wrong, dinner was good. I just don't think it's a good thing to fall into the habit of ordering the same thing every single time. All right, I got the duck confit. I'm starting to fall into a little bit of habit. This is the 3rd time I've gotten it, but 3 times, that means it's gotta be good, right? It has been so far. Night number 3. It's very good. It does have dill. So for those of you who are like Jalen and don't like dill, stay away. Other than that, it's fantastic. The walnuts, the cranberry, or I guess raisins, go really well. I'm a big fan. I mean, 3 nights, it's good. Trust me.
I made this candle.
I still remember it. Are you proud of me? I don't remember anything.
I made this though. Mine looks better. I got French onion soup to start off tonight's dinner, and it looks so good. I almost just grabbed this fork to try it. I love French onion soup, so we'll see if this is any good. Ooh, It's a very good flavor. It's yeah, I mean it's soup. It has a very good flavor. It has onions. I call that a pretty good soup.
Tiana's and Triton share a kitchen, so I just tried asking to see if we could get the tuna tartare from the other day. We already know it's good, but I just wanted to mention that they have shared kitchens, and I asked for something in the other dining room, and he was able to get it.
You're ridiculous. All right, so I got the Chateaubriand. I got the Chateaubriand roasted filet steak with mashed potatoes and green beans and a jus sauce. And I am so excited. Oh, and it's cooked medium rare, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. This is the meal I've been missing. This is what I've been missing. This is so good. Oh my God, that meat is so tender. And the flavor is amazing. That jus sauce and just the meat alone. If you come to Triton's, which you will, get this Chateaubriand filet steak. So good. And I'm actually really curious about the potatoes. Ooh, those are really good. They're not like mashed potatoes, like completely smooth. It's almost like diced up tomatoes, really like small, like this small. Diced up tomatoes, but cooked like mashed potatoes. I don't know, so good.
I got the oven baked salmon royale with oven baked salmon with the crust on top of cauliflower puree. Puree. I can't say that word. Parade.
A parade. Where?
It's on top of a parade. Let's cut into this. Whoa. Okay. I tried to put a fork into it, and the whole thing broke apart, which is good because that means it's tender. The salmon is pretty solid. This is what I'm curious about, the puree. It tastes like cauliflower. I'm really not sure what the crust is. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really taste like much. It doesn't add to it. It just adds a nice crunch on top of the salmon. It doesn't add too much to flavor. But the puree, though, and the fish together, that's a match made in heaven.
All right, we got another version of a brookie, brownie, and cookie with some cookie dough ice cream, which is my absolute favorite. Alrighty, which it's kind of melting because we were playing with our napkins. You'll see in a second, you guys. All right. Perfect amount of cookie and brownie with the ice cream. That is so good.
What, you want me to?
Well, you're wearing the hat. You have to. Wait, we need some profiles. Side. Oh yeah, there we go. Alrighty.
Yeah, August made this. I didn't make this. I want to know how to make this. It's Peter Pan's hat. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I can't do that right now. But just imagine I did that.
Okay,
And
ready? You mouth it. I'll do it. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Alright, enjoy it.
Thank you. How are you? Good? Oh, I'm doing great. I just had so much sugar, so I am so happy.
As you can tell, Jalen has a lot of energy, but here is one of the sad things about Disney Cruise. It's not a late night cruise. So with all that energy, after dinner, it's pretty much going to waste. We actually go with the second seating, which starts at 8:15 p.m., which means by the time we get out, it's 10 p.m. Yes, dinner does take 2 hours. I get it. We take forever. Sue me. And with only 1, maybe 2 activities left in the evening, it can be an issue. With that being said, the one activity that we ended up doing was going to the special guest entertainer, John Armstrong. He'll make a more full cameo in tomorrow's video, but for now, Here's a little clip that I took of a show that I probably wasn't supposed to.
I can make anything appear you want, anything at all, appear inside this paper bag as long as it is about the size of this jar and on this pre-approved Disney list. Restrict. Ease, which leaves 17, the one that won 17. Read that for me. What does that say? A Rubik's Cube. A Rubik's Cube was 17. Let's make the Rubik's Cube appear in the bag. I will make it appear actually in this jar right here. That's right. It'll appear here inside of this jar. And now we will do this, and I figured out the best dramatic music to do this to. Assemble.
I still don't feel like I've established myself well enough to make the argument that I should be taking a break from Disney Cruise Line, but I truly believe it within my heart that I should be chilling it out a little bit. We've gone on 3 Disney cruises in 7 months. It has only happened because of the pandemic and canceled cruises and discounts and future cruise credits and all that nonsense, which unfortunately is past, so we're not quite able to do the same things that we were. It probably will never happen that we get all those discounts in rapid succession like that. So that is going to be one major reason why I'm going to be stepping back from taking a Disney cruise, because I cannot defend that price every single time. It's not to say that I do not want to relive some of those memories, because I totally do. So if we take it back to when I was a wee lad, I went on board the Disney Magic when I was 5 years old, and it was one of the most amazing experiences that I had ever had. At least I think it was. After young Steven got off that ship, for nearly 2 decades, he dreamt, he plotted, he planned to make a return aboard Disney Cruise Line. It is something that I had been looking forward to for basically my entire life. I had built it up in my mind and hyped it up. And when I finally did it back in October of 2021, it lived up to everything that I ever wanted and dreamt of. In fact, it went past all my expectations. It blew me away. If you look back at those vlogs, I was at a level of excitement that I could not create artificially. It's not to say that I do not get excited about Disney cruises, because I do. It is more of a comfort excitement. Before, I didn't know what to expect. That excitement to explore goes away once you've explored it. And when I came back aboard the Wonder in April, it wasn't the same. So I will say, if you've never done a Disney cruise, go and experience it for the first time. It's all that and more. For those of you thinking to make a return to the Disney cruise, I advise you to take a moment and think about your next return. I'm not saying that I will never take a Disney cruise again, but I will say that I don't know when I will take another Disney cruise again, which I think already is slowly building up my excitement for the next one. I think time apart makes the heart grow fonder. And one more thing before we go, the ability to shatter the expectations of the bar that you have set, it is all within the cast members' hand. And I just wanted to give this special shout out because when we got back to our room, we found a surprise gift from a cast member.
All right, so we found this on our door outside. It's the magical moments, which means that it says across the seas over the years, may you always remember celebrating this magical moment with cast and crew on the Disney Cruise Line. So basically it's like, I don't know, like we made like extra special moments for those cast members and they made it for us. It's from Jana and Dee Dee, who are 2 photographers who we absolutely love. Dee Dee was actually on the Disney Fantasy when we were on there in January, and she remembered us right away. And Jana we met here aboard, and she has been amazing. You could just tell that when we come up, she's like super excited to take our pictures, and she always poses us so cute. They have made it so amazing. There was even one night at dinner, they were both shooting in the dining room, and they both ran to our table and were fighting over who takes our photo because they both love taking our photos. So this is so special that they gave this to us. And then, okay, it's with a picture. What's this one's picture? Oh, it's the Wonder with the bridge. That is such a pretty picture. Oh my gosh. Last time on the Fantasy, 2 of the photographers did the same thing and gave us this, and the picture was Mickey and friends on the ship. So this time we got a new picture, and to be awarded it twice, like 2 in a row from 2 different cruises. That's like, they don't give these out to everyone, so that's pretty cool. That makes me super happy. So thank you so much, Jana and Dee Dee, if you're watching this. We had so much fun with you. We just love your photos. We love taking pictures with you guys. And yeah, that's about it for right now.
Go back on a Disney cruise as soon as possible to visit some of the best cast members and crew members at sea, or on the other hand, should I not be doing Disney cruises as much because I've kind of fallen into the same rhythm where I do the same things over and over and over again. Leave a comment down below what you think. Tell me, am I just overthinking this? Should I be going back on Disney cruise? I also do want to apologize for not posting a video in a very long time. I've been really busy with other things. I've also been struggling with what to do about this video. I hope you enjoyed this format. I really do want your honest opinions of my thoughts, how this video was, everything. Please tell me. I want to know going forward if I should do more of this. I will say we are back with coming out with content. Next up on the video list, we got our day in Victoria, Canada. Make sure to check out that video as soon as it comes out. Thank you for watching. As always, this isn't a goodbye, but just a see you real soon.